For all of human history, we've watched our most beautiful moments fade and every structure we build crumble into dust. We've seen love turn to loss, health to sickness, and life to death. It's easy to think this cycle of decay is all there is. But what if I told you that the end of our story isn't a fiery annihilation, but the magnificent restoration and perfection of creation itself? The final chapters of the Bible don't promise an escape from the world, but the renewal of it. This is a promise woven deep into our souls, that longing for a place where sorrow is unknown and beauty is eternal. It's like a memory of a lost home, an Eden we can't quite recall but feel in our bones. This isn't just wishful thinking. It's a fingerprint of the Creator, and the book of Revelation reveals how this deep yearning will finally be fulfilled. The story begins with a profound declaration. The first heaven and the first earth have passed away. Now, this isn't a scene of destruction, but a necessary cleansing. Imagine a historic estate that has fallen into ruin. A loving owner wouldn't just tear it down. They would meticulously remove the rot, the mold, and the decay to restore its original glory. That's what God is doing. He isn't abandoning His creation. He is purifying it from every stain of sin and corruption. The Apostle John, exiled on the island of Patmos, sees this new reality and notes something astonishing. There was no longer any sea. In the ancient world, the sea was a symbol of chaos, separation, and unpredictable danger. Its absence in the new creation signifies that all chaos, all separation, and all fear have been replaced by absolute tranquility and perfect order. Then, the centerpiece of this renewed cosmos appears. John sees the holy city, the New Jerusalem, descending from heaven, prepared like a bride beautifully dressed for her husband. This isn't just a place. It's the ultimate expression of intimacy. For centuries, humanity has been separated from God. But this city represents the end of that separation. It's the moment where God finally makes His home among His people, dwelling with them forever. The city doesn't need the sun or the moon to shine on it because the glory of God gives it light, and its lamp is the Lamb. The very presence of God becomes the source of all light, all warmth, and all life. The division between heaven and earth is gone, and we finally experience intimate, face-to-face communion with our Creator. This leads to the climax of all human history, the final act of restoration. A loud voice from the throne proclaims, "He will wipe every tear from their eyes." Think about that for a moment, not just some tears, but every single one. The tears of grief, of pain, of loneliness, of regret, all of them gone forever. God Himself, in a gesture of infinite tenderness, personally comforts His children. In this new existence, the last enemy, death, is finally abolished. There will be no more mourning, crying, or pain, for the old order of things has passed away. The scars of our broken world are eternally erased. From the throne of God, a river of the water of life flows, clear as crystal, and on each side of the river stands the tree of life, bearing 12 crops of fruit, yielding its fruit every month. And the leaves of the tree are for the healing of the nations. This isn't a static, boring heaven. It's a place of unceasing joy, perfect growth, and vibrant life. We will live in a tangible, perfected home where our deepest longings for peace and belonging are finally satisfied. God looks upon His restored creation and declares, "I am making everything new." Not, "I am making all new things," but making everything, the world, our relationships, our very selves new. If this vision of eternity has ignited a fire of hope in your heart, please be sure to like this video and subscribe for more epic journeys through God's Word. And share this promise of the new creation with someone who needs comfort and hope today. Thanks for watching.